Welcome to Dining with Dan. Tonight I'm going to do a burger called a Frita Cubana. Okay, so the first thing we're going to want to do for this is make our special sauce. So I'm going to take a 2-quart pan, we're going to put that on medium heat. To that we're going to add 1 6-ounce can of tomato paste. And this is something you want to make ahead of time because it is going to take you want it to completely cool. And it's going to take you want it to simmer probably like 15-20 minutes. So it's going to take some time to make. So I'm also going to put in 1.5 cups of water. Dissolve that in there. Also got a 1/4 cup of white vinegar. Also have a 1/4 cup of sugar. 1.5 teaspoons of Mexican sweet paprika. 1 teaspoon of cumin. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. And 1 teaspoon of salt. Just want to take and mix that up really well. Right now I got that on a medium heat, which should be good enough. If it's not, turn it up a little bit. Basically we want to bring this to a boil, and then we're going to reduce the heat and we're going to let that simmer. Next we're going to start that. So I'm going to take a frying pan, we're going to put that on a medium heat. And we're going to throw in some vegetable oil. Alright, so once that vegetable oil heats up, we're going to take our potatoes, dump those in there. So the top sauce is about good, so we're basically just going to take this off the heat, set that in the back for now, and we want that to cool completely. Turn that burner off. Okay. Once the fries are getting crispy, I'm taking throw those and let them drain off on a paper towel. Okay. So for the meat for this, we're going to take a 1/2 pound of ground beef. This is extra lean ground beef. This is like 93%, only like 7% fat. Don't need a lot of fat because we got your chorizo. So here I have a 1/2 pound of pork chorizo. Mix those together real well. Okay, to this we're also going to want to take about two cloves of minced garlic. Mix that in real well. I'll take a little bit of parchment paper. basically want to form this into a couple patties. So I'm going to take my patty former thingy. That's the official name for it. I don't know. You'll probably get about 3 patties out of this. I'm gonna do like a 1/3 pound patty. That out. Save the rest of this meat. So I'm going to actually take this on a parchment paper, fold that over. I'm going to set this in the fridge, give it some time to kind of harden up. Okay, so once we're ready with everything else, we're going to want to take our pan, put it back on the heat, medium heat. We want to get that good and hot. We're going to throw our patty in there. I could have had it a little bit more hotter. If that burger isn't sizzling right away, then you don't have it hot enough. So it's pretty close. It's sizzling. So put a little indentation in there. Anytime you grill burgers, you're going to put a little indentation in the middle. It prevents it from blowing up like a balloon. And let that grill for probably a good 2-3 minutes on the one side before we flip it over. Okay, once we flip this burger over, we want to put that to the side of the pan because we want to reintroduce our fries back to the pan. We want those good and warm when we put them on the burger. So okay, so when you're trying new things and you're doing it for the first time on video, sometimes you have a failed video. This might be one of those. I tried to save this, but basically I think where I went wrong, it called for ground beef and ground pork. But some recipes I looked at called for chorizo, so I figured, well, just do ground beef and chorizo. Well, the problem is with the chubs of chorizo, maybe I needed like the fresh ground chorizo or something. Those chubs, that stuff just liquefies when it cooks. So when I put this in there, I couldn't get that patty to stay together. So what I did, I just kind of slapped a slice of provolone on it, hoping that'll hold it together, and kind of made it I combined it with all the potatoes and kind of made it like a Cubano sloppy joe. I'm going to try this out anyway. I slapped a bunch of that sauce on there though too. Actually not bad. Probably could use some onion or something. You can taste all that Mexican seasoning in there though, from that sauce, and obviously the chorizo. So anyway, I'm gonna drop this video anyway just to show you that I'm not perfect. And these are just, these are just experimental recipes. So this is what I tried, and I wouldn't say I failed, but it wasn't as well as I had expected. But it tastes really good. I think if I'd use a ground pork instead of the chorizo, so just do a half-pound of ground beef, half-pound of ground pork, maybe season that up. I think it would have turned out a lot better because that meat would have held together and it would actually been a patty. So anyway, I want to thank you for stopping by. Hope you liked this video. If you want to see more like it, please subscribe. And I hope to see you again soon.